say my fight against Anderson Silva was rigged. I'm sick and tired of this narrative. It's pathetic. It's stupid. You're disrespecting the own GOAT of your own sport. You're saying that fly to Puerto Rico, I'll get you a private jet. We can do 5 3-minute rounds boxing. If you win, I'll give you $1 million. You deserve to get paid more. But if I win, you have to join the United Fighters. Since you wouldn't rig a fight, I'll fly you out. $1 million for you. Put your money where your mouth is. Let's go.
Paddy Pimblett has responded to Jake Paul's $1 million sparring challenge. Paul tweeted a video of himself criticizing Pimblett for alleging that the former's recent boxing match against Anderson Silva was rigged. Appearing on the TMZ Sports TV show, Paddy Pimblett asserted that he'd be open to sparring the problem child.
Challenge accepted, but I'm not coming to Puerto Rico when I'm fighting next Saturday. If you want to come and spar, get the PI next week. As I say, I fight Saturday, I'll chill Sunday, and I'll beat you up Monday. Offers there.
Would you be excited to watch this sparring session? Is Pimblett crazy for accepting this bet? Let us know your opinion in the comments.
I am not only audited, I am publicly audited. I am not one of the biggest voices in the sport. I am the biggest. And I understand the arrogance in that statement. And please don't tell me Joe Rogan's bigger. Joe Rogan has 25 topics and I have 1. I do not give a damn who's on the moon.
Former 2-division UFC title challenger Chael Sonnen firmly believes he sits above longtime color commentator Joe Rogan on the list of mixed martial arts' biggest voices. During a recent video uploaded to his YouTube channel, Sonnen staked his claim as the leading individual when it comes to combat sports discussion. According to Sonnen, the fact that he focuses on mixed martial arts while Rogan discusses a wide range of topics elevates him to the top spot. Who do you think is the bigger voice in mixed martial arts, Chael Sonnen or Joe Rogan? Charles Oliveira reportedly rejected immediate rematch against Islam Makhachev at UFC 283. As per Charles Oliveira's coach Diego Lima, Du Bronze turned down a rematch against Islam Makhachev at UFC 283. According to Lima, even though Oliveira is not injured, the former champ sustained some emotional stress from his UFC 280 title loss to Makhachev. However, Lima told the Portuguese channel Superlutas that he talked it over with Charles Oliveira and mutually decided that January was too soon for a rematch. Would you have liked to see Oliveira's instant rematch versus Islam Makhachev? Write down your opinion in the comments. Daniel Cormier reveals why Conor McGregor isn't as big as he looks despite recent physical transformation. Daniel Cormier recently weighed in on the physical transformation of Conor McGregor, which has been a hot point of debate in recent times. According to the former UFC 2-division champion, McGregor isn't as big as he appears to be.
RC, listen, he has to go through testing. But let me tell you one more thing. He looks big, but RC, he's really short. Because he's so short, that's why he looks so big, man. He's not that big. I love that you love the guy. But you know what, though? Dude, the sports fan that does watch Conor McGregor is excited. But they need to understand and slow down. Conor's got some tests to go through before he's eligible to fight. But as with anyone, this guy's the biggest star in the sport. So everybody's excited to watch him fight.
The Irish mixed martial arts star remains the only fighter on the current UFC roster who has not been tested by USADA even once this year. Adding a massive physical transformation to the equation, it was enough for fight fans and fellow mixed martial arts peers to draw conclusions that the notorious might be using banned substances. Does McGregor look bigger than he actually is? Alex Pereira makes big claim about Khamzat Chimaev fight negotiations. UFC middleweight champion Alex Pereira has responded to Khamzat Chimaev's callouts for a fight at UFC 283. During a recent appearance on the MMA Hour, Pereira alleged that an offer had been made to face Khamzat, but it didn't come to fruition.
Por que ele não aceitou? So knowing that, Alex went to his manager and said, look, I just did a hard weight cut, everybody know. I cannot make the weight for this right now. But he said, tell the UFC, I'll challenge him to fight me at 205 at UFC Rio. Chimaev didn't want.
Pereira defeated Israel Adesanya for the middleweight title at UFC 281, winning by 5th round TKO. It was the third fight between the two after Pereira won back-to-back fights over him in Glory Kickboxing. Pereira will likely face Izzy in a title rematch at a later date. Now it's time for our take. Is Francis Ngannou going to fight for the UFC again? Ngannou has one more fight in his current UFC contract, which currently expires in January 2023. The Predator honestly has two options: renew his contract and build his legacy to become the best heavyweight in UFC history, which, by the way, would include fighting Jon Jones on his return, becoming one of the biggest fights in the history of the heavyweight division. Or Ngannou can leave the UFC on a high and move to fight one of the big names in boxing, like the Furies, and earn an even bigger payday. Ngannou is also probably the highest profile fighter in quite some time who has actually been willing to go to battle with the UFC to the point where he's ready to walk away altogether to get what he wants. That said, it's almost impossible to believe the UFC will actually cater to Ngannou's demands and set a precedent that could then allow future fighters to do the same when it comes time to start negotiating a new contract. We at MMA Gold News believe Francis Ngannou extends his contract with the UFC for the remainder of 2023 and fights out his last bout against Jon Jones. He then probably walks away in the quest for more money. What do you think Ngannou should do next? Should he remain at the UFC or look for a bigger bag? Let us know in the comments, and thank you for listening to today's edition of Our Take. Francis Ngannou reveals he almost retired after Ciryl Gane fight.
After the second round, I knew that I was losing. Then I'm like, okay, this can be it. If this is my last fight, then let's fucking fight. And then maybe retire because I don't have a knee anymore or whatever it is.
In the latest video posted on Francis Ngannou's YouTube channel, the Predator was asked whether he was thinking about his injured knee when the fight began. Ngannou had suffered an ACL and MCL tear in his right knee about 4 weeks prior to the Gane matchup, but competed regardless. Gane, who's well known for his exceptional footwork and speed, outstruck and outpointed Ngannou in rounds 1 and 2 of their fight. Francis Ngannou turned the tide with his wrestling in round 3. He won rounds 3, 4, and 5 with his vastly improved wrestling and overall grappling skills. Ultimately, Ngannou ended up defeating Gane via unanimous decision and successfully unified the heavyweight belts. That's all for today's video. If you want to know the latest UFC news, subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications bell, and click the like button so you don't miss any details about the upcoming fights. Thanks for watching. See you soon.